This is Boxing Tickets NA. We are here at Castlebar, the TF Royal Theatre. Delighted to join me, victorious Daniel Sullivan. You said to me, obviously, in the build-up, you feel you're going to get your first stoppage win. You delivered on it in the first round, dropping 3 times, and obviously the referee, I think, had to save him in the end-up.
Yeah, I was happy with it. I said, as I was saying to you, I said I'm going to go for the knockout this time, but I did ease my way into it because he did have 4 knockouts on his record, so I wanted to like to feel his power a little bit at the start, but when I felt there was not much there, I said I'm going to up it now, and then as soon as I hit him to the body, I knew he wouldn't be able to take it again. I was trying to again take my time, and then when I dropped him twice to the body, I got a little bit confident thinking, alright, I'll sink it to the head next time, but people can't take them body shots, so you're better off just sticking to it.
We've seen your body shots obviously since your debut in Belfast. Obviously you're whooping them in. That's the first time you dropped someone as well. You haven't dropped in it, but as a pro yet. So does that give you now renewed confidence that obviously, like what you're saying, obviously if I'm going to get a stoppage and you get one, does that give you extra confidence now going, I've actually got power in my hands and I'm going to hurt people?
Well, big time. What's actually a mad thing is I've dropped people to the body in sparring, and good fighters as well, to the body with that left hook to the body. Even long before I turned pro, when I was boxing the amateurs and all, that was always my one shot that I loved to throw, and I always was hurting people with it. Kind of got away from it a little bit, maybe a bit scared of getting hit back or something with the small gloves and that, but now that I'm really finding myself in the ring, I feel like I'm able to sink it in more, and it's definitely a big shot for me because it's always been my favourite shot to throw. Even when I'm doing the pads with Pascal, it's my main shot that I throw all the time, so nearly got knocked out myself. But yeah, it's definitely been always the shot that I like to throw. And as soon as I threw it there tonight, I knew I got it right in, sunk it in. I think I got him with it just before I felt it on his rib. It didn't sink right in, but I said, right, keep throwing it. Especially against a southpaw, a lot of people don't throw it against him, but they're actually closer to you, so it's nearly easier to hit them with it. So I just said, right, I'll keep sinking it in, and thankfully he stayed down.
I guess obviously you coming off hand injuries as well, obviously it's easier for you obviously targeting the body, it's obviously to protect the hands. They get out of there within a round tonight. There's obviously no damage done to your hands. How are they feeling? Yeah,
big time. It's good. We made sure I really got them wrapped properly. Pascal wrapped them properly. We took our time. Even hitting the pads. I was a little bit tentative with that at first. And Pascal said, "Are you worried about the hand?" I said, "Not worried, but it's in the back of my head constantly for the last year." You know what I mean? But when I was getting warmed up, it felt good. I threw it a few times in there. Felt good. Everything felt really good with it. But thankfully, I didn't need to use it too much anyway. But it feels good now. I feel like I'm back.
And obviously getting them out of there, I guess, in a round, I guess you want the stoppage, but you maybe wanted a couple of rounds to sort of get going. Obviously it's just a case of back in the gym next week and sort of push towards the next date. When are you hoping to get back out again?
Big time. I'll be back in the gym now, and only for it's a bank holiday I'll be there on Monday, but I'll be back training tomorrow. I'll be back in the gym on Tuesday. There's talks at different shows, and I don't think there's anything announced definite yet, but I think there's shows in April and June and stuff like that. Any of them shows I'm willing, and as I said to you before, I'm willing to fight any of the Irish lads that are there, so I definitely like to get back in nice and quick and knock off that time. I lost a lot of time over the last year, so I want to start pushing on now in the next few months. Maybe 2 or 3 fights would be great, and the big thanks then to Platform Sport, their first show here, and Magic, and he said that he will help build me. He told me tonight, go for that knockout, don't drag it out 6 rounds, go for the knockout. Pascal said the same, take your time. If the knockout's there, go for it. Start showing people that what you can do, what I really can do, and start getting myself on these bigger shows so people want to come see me, and people want to see me in domestic fights and stuff like that, rather than just dragging out fights. I feel like my learning, you never stop learning in boxing, but I want to start going up in the levels now a little bit. My learning is kind of done. I'm getting a little bit older, so I want to start jumping into bigger fights and keep getting knockouts.
And obviously when we spoke the other week, obviously it wasn't announced that Dillian Whyte was going to be on the card. This is huge obviously in Irish boxing. Obviously fighting at St Patrick's Day as well, obviously a bit weird, but even weirder to obviously know that you fought in an undercard of Dillian Whyte. It wasn't long ago he was fighting in Wembley against Tyson Fury, and you're sort of going you're amongst obviously the very best of the sort of in the sport where they're making mega bucks. You can obviously gain good exposure off us tonight.
Yeah, big time. It's crazy. To say I'm on the undercard Dillian Whyte, I was there for a few of his fights. I was there in the O2 a couple of times. I was there at his fight last year in Wembley. Thomas fought in the undercard. and now I'm on his undercard. It's crazy. But what's even crazier is fighting in this arena. I remember the last time the show was here when all the lads fought on it, I was doing the corner with Pascal. I never even dreamt of saying that I'd be in this ring one day, and now I was only thinking that today. I was like, last time I was even in Castlebar was for a show to help hold the spit bucket in the corner, and now I'm fighting here myself. Like, so little things like that are huge to me, but definitely it's great exposure. Like, it's such a big card with dillian whyte on it. Hopefully people now see I got that highlight reel stoppage, you know, that's what people want to see, and so hopefully now I can start kicking on and getting bigger fights from it.
Well, look, obviously congratulations on getting your first stoppage. Obviously, will you have a wee pint tonight to celebrate St Patrick's, or?
I don't drink, but I'll have.
You're like me, you don't have a drink?
Yeah, I'll have a wee McDonald's or two anyway.
What's your go-to McDonald's? I actually seen something yesterday. I'm not sure if you heard it on the radio. There's a guy that's had a Big Mac at least once a day for the last 50 years. So apparently he's had at least 35,000 Big Macs.
Really? Well, I'll try match that tonight in one night, 35,000.
Is Pascal paying for it?
Don't tell him I'm eating them anyway.
Well, look, obviously congratulations, obviously moving to 4-0, and no doubt we'll catch up with you very soon.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for the support as well tonight. It's been amazing, so thank you.
Cheers, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you.